Hi, everybody. I'm Terese Parkin, and I'm here with a very special message to talk about something that's really important in our community. I met Malik Vong about 4.5 years ago at the Long Beach Art Expo. They were having a venue, and it was called Uptown Village, and it was a holiday shopping event for the community. And I met and came across Malik's booth, and she was selling her beautiful bags, which are this bag. This is her global fashion mission. She has beautiful objects, and I'll let her explain a little bit about her company, which is so great, and it really intrigued me. It was so fun. I love shopping, so it was super fun to shop and hear a story that meant something to me, and it really touched me. We've been friends ever since for 4.5 years. Tell a little bit about our friendship.
Thank you so much, Terese, for having me on. It's such a privilege and an honor. I thank you for even utilizing your platform as you are now to even take this time to share our mission, what we're doing to combat human trafficking. You know, human trafficking is just not one of those conversations you just have over coffee, or it will hardly ever come up unless it's a high profile case like the Epstein case or the R. Kelly case, right? So yeah, you're right. We stayed in touch ever since then, and I love your heart. Basically, you know, for those of you that don't know Terese, she immediately stayed in touch with me and said, is there anything I can do to help you? You know, I just launched the business. I was solely working by myself. So I said, oh yes, definitely. You know, I happened to set up weekly at the farmer's market, which I'm so sad is no longer there, at the marina down in Long Beach. Terese came over with her Sunday cute little dress because she's on her way to have a brunch or luncheon. And yeah, you just got started, rolled your sleeves up and like helped me merchandise, and hearing me talk about our story, how we're promoting fair trade, combating human trafficking, and you just picked it up and helped me. And I miss those days. I can't believe it's been 4 years.
No, and that was the local. So our roots are Long Beach. We both live in Long Beach, and it's great to give back to this city. I have been on a venture of delving into a new business, which is Lemongrass spa products that offers fresh and natural products, non-synthetic, non-toxic products to the community, and that's part of this campaign that they started came up. It is National Awareness Month for Human Trafficking this month, and they are a company that gives back to so many and to so many causes. Breast cancer. They have a Freedom Feet for soldiers overseas. And I'm more interested in this awareness for human trafficking. I think it is such a it's such an untalked about problem, and it doesn't have a lot of awareness. And I'm so grateful that you're part of the task force for the city of Long Beach, and you can explain more about that. But so it's kind of just this whole relationship that we have came full circle, and we're helping each other, and I'm so grateful. So tell a little bit about what your involvement is.
All right, well, for me, I'm the founder of Global Fashion Mission. That's how you and I met, and you purchased our beautiful bag. Our handbags are made from recycled cement bags, different fish feed bags. So knowing that human trafficking is a global problem, I'm originally from Cambodia. You know, I arrived here at a very young age, and I love the United States, giving me this opportunity to be in business for myself. You know, all the opportunities that came my way, and to be able to be where I'm at. We fled here after the war and as refugees, and I'm just so grateful and so thankful for that. Basically, my heart, my passion has always been about helping and giving back to others. And knowing that human trafficking not only entails sexual exploitation, but it also occurs labor exploitation, where for many of you, you probably heard about it, where there's sweatshops, you know, in Southeast Asia, in China, Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, and throughout. And those people getting exploited, working long hours, not being paid enough, and not even having the necessities to just have the daily healthy life we're all supposed to have. So going back to my story in Cambodia, knowing that many of them work in a sweatshop, making about $150 a month, being separated from their families because the fact that they live in rural areas, the manufacturing companies are more solely next to like the capital and not bigger cities, right? And I'm like, okay, if I can help produce something, give back, give an opportunity for these women to make something and bring it to the US and market it, that's actually what I wanted to do. So I had the opportunity to do that, stepped out of faith, left my corporate job in 2016, in April of 2016. And here I am, 4.5 years plus later, going on 5 years in 2021. I can't believe it. Time just flies. And so I wanted to provide a solution. So through GFM, I've been able to do that. And I wanted to give back locally here in the city, you know, where I've been living since I was in middle school. until now. And so I love Long Beach. I love our community. It's a huge, diverse community, and you just feel welcome everywhere you go. And that's very rare to say the least. And so I came across the Long Beach Human Trafficking Task Force because I just really want to give back. What can I do for my city? What can I do to provide a solution and combat this huge ordeal that's affecting our community? And human trafficking is quite prevalent. It's actually so prevalent here due to so many things. People, when they hear human trafficking, they're thinking, oh, there's women or children, people in containers coming to the port. Well, that does happen. I'm not saying it doesn't, but the bigger picture here is predators are very subtle. They have come a long way. They're not gonna just come and abduct your child from you, like you see in movies and what have you. They get to know your child. They build relationships, and before you know it, your child trusts them, and they know how to gift them and build that trust. And that's all they need is to conduct a few meetings, and then once they're ready, they take your daughter, or even boys nowadays, and that's it. It's so hard. From what I hear, it's so difficult to try and rescue them. So my big thing to do here is to push education, prevention. So what can we do to prevent that from happening? And I've worked alongside, I know a lot of special agents that are in the force they're like, Melina, if we can get the word out and get to parents and speak to everybody, how to protect, how to mitigate this, as far as even monitoring their child's activity online, especially now in a day and age where everything is online. The predators are essentially in your own house. It's a gateway, whether they have smartphones, they have a laptop, they're playing games, being a part of different chat rooms. And, predators utilize these platforms where they have easy access to our children, even more so than we do. Sometimes we provide so much privacy to them and respect their privacy, and we don't know what they're doing in their rooms. And so it's very difficult. So that is why I feel it strongly about making sure our community is educated about what really goes on. We actually, through the Human Trafficking Task Force in Long Beach, we've collaborated with the Long Beach Unified School District. And so we want to give our community opportunity to hear from experts from detectives that work in the force in Long Beach, hear from experts who are counseling these survivors with regards to their trauma, hearing from experts who've actually, even a director who produced a beautiful short film, which I highly recommend you watch. It's called Lost Girls. It's less than half an hour, it's about 20 minutes long. And to see how easy it was just for that poor girl to just fall in that life, and how tough it was to get her rescued. Without mentioning any names, in protecting, their identities, I'm so glad that, directors like Julia Verdin has put in something to make an impact for us to be able to watch. So the pre-screening is available up until, I think, a week after our event. So we're going to put that link in there for you to just click into the password, LOST with a capital L, and be able to watch it and access it. And during the live event, we're going to make available to you the link to log on and watch it live. It's going to be held on January the 28th. That's next week, from 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. I have to mention that because I realized when I was marketing this, Terese, when I put in Long Beach, I've had people contact me from New York, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's a Long Beach in New York. So I'm like, okay, we definitely have to put PST. So I'm so excited to be a part of the Long Beach Human Trafficking Task Force, been a part of the task force since 2016. It's been an honor and a privilege to actually sit down and be a part of the core team as well, and see the impact that we are making, and to invite all of you, to let you know, in case you can't make it, it is going to be a recorded event, so you can at least watch it in the future. And I invite you to watch it with your children, your grandkids. Anybody can really truly take so much away from what we're going to be sharing.
That is great. Your story is so from your heartfelt. You're giving back to your original community of Cambodia, and in your community you've created here, and our connection is here. So it's just great to collaborate and get back to doing this. I've been part of another organization, Pathways to Independence, which you also supported and helped and donated bags to. So Lemongrass has this little kit that has some personal items, which I gave Emily one too, and just so she can see what we're doing. And these little things are $18, and $1 goes towards the nonprofit for human trafficking. But anyway, here's the flyer. If you have any information, I'll also leave my link here too if you want to take part of that. But moreover, my biggest concern and purpose of this is to bring awareness, and that's what I'm so really happy to collaborate with you and to be part of this. So thank you for joining this, linking arms with this cause, because I'm privileged to do so.
Absolutely. They say it takes a village. It really does. When I was in need of help helping survivors, there's no way I can do this by myself. So I was so fortunate to have the resources available within our city and our community that the survivors don't even know about. So I love our city, and thank you everybody for supporting our cause. You can go to Teresa's link and get a kit that will go directly to survivor. We actually are partnered with Gems Uncovered. They have a number of women that could definitely use the kit, and they'll be so extremely thankful for it. You know, I know the other day someone mentioned healing element balm. Just that itself, they can use this on their scars. The abuse that they endure, trust me, it's unimaginable. And not only are they abused physically, but mentally, the trauma. And so just receiving something like this, a beautiful kit like this, shows how there are people like you, myself, that still care, that do know they exist, and that we are doing what we can to make sure that they are worthy. And we're going to do whatever we can to help them through the healing process. So thank you again so much, Terese. And if those of you that are interested in contacting me directly, you can go to my website, globalfashionmission.com. That's where we create beautiful products and we give back towards human trafficking. In my case, we do have a nonprofit I sit on the board with. It's called Project MP. The website there is theprojectfoundation.com. We're a local LA-based organization that stretches as far as Long Beach and what have you. And so it's been nothing but an honor to bring a message. I know it's dark and grim, but if I can do it, if Terese can do it, you can do it too. So thank you again so much for all that you do.
Any small part that you want to be involved in, we'd be happy to get back to you, any information you need. And thank you for taking the time to listen to this story. I think it's an important one. It interests me, even though it is dark, because of the path that we could take to help these people. Not all ladies, they're not all ladies, like you said. And so they're just human beings that need help. And that's sort of why we're here, I think. So thank you so much for joining me in this collaboration of doing this for.
Thank you. Until we meet again.
Yes. Thank you so much.